Part 1. The unknown captive on the desolate edge of the galaxy. Captain Riker Stone, a battle-hardened survivor of countless skirmishes, is on a routine mission to retrieve a stranded research vessel. But instead of finding a simple salvage job, Riker stumbles upon a heavily guarded enemy outpost. There, imprisoned in a high-security cell, is a mysterious alien queen, Queen Seraphine of the Androthi Dominion. With her race nearly destroyed by a deadly war, Seraphine is the last of her kind, held captive by a ruthless empire intent on using her for their own gain. Riker, with his own personal vendetta against the empire, devises a daring rescue plan. It is risky, but his deep-rooted sense of honor and a desire to stop the empire's cruelty push him forward. After a series of tense battles and clever infiltrations, Riker frees Seraphine, though not without cost. The entire outpost is left in ruins, and the two barely escape with their lives. As they flee, Seraphine is overwhelmed with gratitude, sensing something unique in Riker. Little does Riker know, this rescue is only the beginning of a powerful, unforeseen bond between them. Part 2. A Queen in Exile. The rescue of Queen Seraphine is celebrated across the galaxy, but Riker knows they are not safe yet. The Empire will stop at nothing to recapture her and use her as a tool for their plans. The pair seek refuge on a hidden moon in the remote sector of the galaxy, where Riker has an old ally, Commander Zeke, who offers them protection and resources. While hiding out, Seraphine struggles with her own identity. Once a queen with an entire empire under her rule, she is now alone, exiled, and adrift. Riker helps her adjust to her new life, teaching her the ways of human survival, offering her friendship, and learning the secrets of her once glorious civilization. Despite the vast cultural differences, their bond deepens, and Seraphine starts to see Riker not just as a protector, but as a partner. Though she is grateful for his help, she is also drawn to his resilience, his quiet strength, and the connection they share that goes beyond duty. Yet, as their relationship grows stronger, the Empire is closing in. They can no longer stay hidden forever. Riker knows he must take the fight to the heart of the Empire to stop them from destroying everything Seraphine holds dear. But Seraphine, unwilling to lose another world or her chance at redemption, insists on joining him in the final battle. Part 3. The Battle for the Dominion. The pair set course for the Empire's capital, where within a sprawling spaceport on a distant planet, humanity has made peace with numerous alien species, except one. Among them, the Zalthari, a species known for their unusual appearance, are frequently met with disdain. Their skin is textured like cracked stone, their eyes glowing amber, and their movements are slow and deliberate. Unlike the fluid grace of other species, the Zalthari woman, Jara, has been ostracized by the locals for these physical traits. She roams the market stalls in the background, always out of sight, forced into isolation by the scornful whispers of humanity. Derek, a young human merchant from a humble background, notices Zara sitting alone in a corner of the marketplace. He is drawn not to her physical form, but to something else, her quiet resilience. The crowd around her looks away. Whispers float through the air, but Derek is unfazed. He has been raised to value inner strength, not external appearance. One day, without hesitation, he approaches Jara. She looks at him warily, but his warm smile puts her at ease, a flicker of hope appearing in her eyes. Part 2. An unexpected connection. Despite the distrust from others, Derek continues to visit Jara, offering her small acts of kindness, helping her with her trade, sharing food, and protecting her from the harsh treatment of others. Zara begins to open up about her past, her planet's fall, her exile, and her people's search for acceptance in the wider galaxy. She speaks of the deep pain of being rejected based on her appearance. The way her beauty, so different from the norm, was never understood. As Derek listens, he becomes more enamored with her spirit. He sees beyond her outer shell and learns that her mind is as sharp as any of the greatest minds on Earth. Her race is highly intelligent and advanced, but their appearance has led to alienation and prejudice. One day, when the pair walks along the edge of the spaceport overlooking the landing platforms, a scuffle breaks out between a group of humans who have been tormenting Zara. The fight quickly escalates, and Derek steps in, standing between Zara and the aggressors. "No one touches her," he says with determination, his voice firm. The human onlookers are startled, as Derek is known to be a relatively quiet man, but his words strike a chord with them. Part 3. The silent revolution. Derek's actions do not go unnoticed. News of the confrontation spreads through the spaceport like wildfire. Soon, more humans begin to show kindness to Zara. The initial stares begin to lessen, and others start to look at her differently, some with curiosity, others with admiration. For the first time since arriving on this planet, Zara feels like she belongs. Derek becomes her steadfast ally, and the two grow closer. They spend hours talking, sharing stories of their respective cultures and lives. Derek, still grappling with his own struggles with loneliness and belonging, finds peace in Zara's presence. Her wisdom helps him see beyond the limitations of human existence, and she, in turn, begins to trust in his belief that beauty is more than skin deep. However, not everyone is happy with this change. Some humans, unable to let go of their deeply ingrained prejudices, start causing trouble. They organize campaigns against the strange alien and her human companion, accusing Derek of betraying his kind. These challenges only solidify Derek's resolve. He will not let fear or ignorance separate them. Part 4. The moment that changed everything. The spaceport is busy on a bright morning, bustling with activity as ships from various planets dock and depart. Derek and Zara are walking side by side, their steps in sync, when a powerful figure from a powerful alien race, the Crothar, arrives. The Crothar are an ancient, powerful species known for their superior strength and regal demeanor. They instantly notice the growing bond between Zara and Derek, and to the shock of many, the Crothar leader steps forward.
"Human," the Crothar leader says with an almost regal tone, "you stand with the outcast, the ugly, the unworthy."
"Why?" Without missing a beat, Derek turns toward the leader. His voice is calm, but there is an unshakable certainty in his words. True worth is not an appearance, nor is it defined by the narrow mind of others. I stand with her because she is worth standing with. The crowd watches in silence, stunned by Derek's defiance. But then, something unexpected happens. One by one, the crowd that had once avoided Zara, that had once rejected her, begins to step forward. They no longer see the alien woman as ugly, but as someone worthy of respect. The marketplace fills with the quiet hum of change. In the final moving moment of the story, Derek gently takes Zara's hand and, with a sense of finality, kisses it, an act of defiance against the prejudice that once defined the spaceport. The crowd stares, and for the first time their gaze is filled with awe, not contempt. In that simple, profound gesture, Derek and Zara stand united, proving that love and acceptance can break through even the deepest of divides. I hope to dismantle the regime once and for all. The Empire's forces are massive, and their technology is far superior to anything Riker and Seraphine have at their disposal. But Riker's cunning and Seraphine's alien abilities, including her knowledge of the Empire's inner workings, prove to be an unexpected advantage. As the battle intensifies, Riker and Seraphine form an unlikely but unstoppable force. They use their strengths in tandem. Riker's tactical mind and Seraphine's strategic knowledge, coupled with the Queen's latent powers, which include manipulation of energy and gravitational fields. Together, they disrupt the Empire's military superiority, gaining allies from other oppressed races across the galaxy. But their success comes at a cost. Riker is gravely injured in a final, desperate push to destroy the Empire's flagship. Seraphine, watching Riker's life hang in the balance, realizes the depth of her feelings for him. No longer just a protector, Riker has become her anchor, her reason to fight for a future. She begins to question whether she can return to the throne after all of this, or if her place is now with Riker, fighting for a better galaxy together. Part 4. A new beginning with the Empire dismantled and peace on the horizon. Seraphine and Riker must navigate the aftermath. The galaxy, though freed from tyranny, is fractured, and the struggle for unity begins. As Seraphine assumes a leadership role, she and Riker work together to rebuild a new government, one based on cooperation rather than domination. But Seraphine's heart remains divided. She struggles with the responsibility of leadership and the deep connection she has forged with Riker. Can she truly leave her past behind to rule a galaxy that no longer sees her as a queen, but as a symbol of strength and hope for a united future? As the rebuilding process begins, Riker is by her side not as a subject but as an equal, a partner in every sense of the word. In the final moments, Seraphine makes a bold decision. She chooses to stay by Riker's side, not as a queen with subjects, but as an individual with a future. Together they leave behind the remnants of war and embrace a new life, not ruled by empire or kingdom, but by their shared vision for a peaceful galaxy. Their bond, forged in the fires of battle, becomes the foundation for a new era, a future where no one is enslaved, and love and loyalty reign.